Hey, Soul Family, checking in with you guys. It is right now December 15th, 2024, and it is close to the time that this full moon in Gemini is really starting to come in with its lunation at 4:01 a.m. at 23 degrees. Okay, so I wanted to say before we get started that I think it's safe to say, with all the different things going on in social media and in the news, that Gemini has been making its mark all week long up to this point, coming into this full moon. Okay. And I want to say that it is so interesting that I'm gonna do a separate reading for you guys as a collective for your messages, because you can't make this stuff up. The card that I pulled for you guys, the focal point, was Remy Ma. And has she not been in this whole interested, been, I'm talking about, the lit the internet and the social media up alive. And she is a Gemini, might I add. And the focal point of the card, interestingly enough, is courage. But it's so many messages. This will be a separate one where I'm gonna do a reading for you guys for the collective. But let's talk about this full moon in Gemini. It is the last full moon of this year, 2024. It's called the cold moon, and it's actually the longest moon of the year. Okay, and this is really a time for you guys to reflect on this past year. All right, look back at it, and it's been a hell of a year. I think for all of us, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. And it's time for you guys to tighten up the loose ends and really, really release and let go of any and everything that has been holding you back, no longer serving you. I'm talking about old routines, old thought patterns, mindsets, even people and relationships. It's time to let that bullshit go. Okay? Release, release, release. It's time to hit the reset button. This moon is, it's gonna be beautiful and bright. So make sure that y'all take a look at it tonight, as it, in the evening, as it starts to come in and peak. And it's, represents the zodiac sign of Gemini, the twins. It's the third. The twins are the third astrological sign of the zodiac, and it is an air sign. And I love y'all. Y'all are the most, I'm talking about the most amazing creative group I have ever seen. Okay. I love my Kanye, my family, Andre 3000, three stacks. So all of them, we got lots of my family, CeeLo too, Gemini. They're ruled by Mercury, the planet Mercury of communication. So with this Gemini energy in this full moon, I know y'all are very grateful that Mercury retrograde also ends today. And so this should really help. It's like considered perfect timing right now, with retrograde coming to an end and the full moon coming on in. So what that's going to do is, with retrograde ending, communication is going to return back clear to the main line for y'all. Okay. So all the delays and all the setbacks, you can pretty much consider those being over. And it's a time right now for you guys, again, reflect, release, clear the space for the new year that's coming up ahead. Because with this communication of Gemini energy, is going to be real important for you guys to focus on your thoughts and your words. That's going to be how you manifest in this energy space. Okay. This, with this opportunity in the new year, is going to be about, greater awareness of the power of your mind, as well as how it changes your mindset. All right. It's going to be about your thoughts, your beliefs, and your communication patterns, and how you can reshape and restructure and reset your reality. Okay. So also, like I said, there's so much going on in the planet sphere. The conjunction between this full moon and Jupiter, as Jupiter is, luck itself. And Jupiter does rule Sagittarius, and we are in Sagittarius season. And they are, they work together really well. So it's a good situation for you guys that is gonna really allow, I'm gonna say, the Sagittarius energy with Jupiter energy is going to intensify you guys' energy for learning and growth and expansion. Okay. So this will push you to seek the meaning in your life right now while you in this space of releasing and letting go of things, okay? You guys will be open to exploring more and be open into new horizons and connecting with a greater sense of purpose and even your spirituality, okay? So the Gemini energy is also reminds us of the importance of being aware of our current situations and not mistaking them for what we believe as facts. But the sun in Sag will also remind us to stay connected to our personal truths in the process of it. Okay, so we won't be cloudy on mistaking what we believe is facts, but we also gonna stand on business and speak the truth. Okay, the energy of this moon is powerful too, as it will remind you guys to stay committed and devoted to what matters to you. This is because of the square in Saturn, and Saturn is also adds to the energy that reminds us to you know have responsibility for our dreams and for what it takes for us to make those dreams real. So Mars Pluto aspect, and y'all know Mars is in the Pluto energy right now, it adds to the thoughts of our conscious and our unconscious mindset, and our unconscious desires. So what it's going to be about what we think we want and what our soul really, 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 truly desires. Okay, so overall, with this moon, it's so many things that will bring huge shifts in our perspective and how we view things. Mercury is gonna station direct, and as it gets straightened up direct and coming from out of that retrograde, you guys are going to be processing and bringing in more information, and more truth and things are going to come to light because Mercury is going to be moving back faster as it's back in motion going forward. Okay, so you guys are going to also have more access to more clarity in the process. So tap into your manifestation rituals, charge your crystals, even in the daytime. You don't have to wait till night to charge those crystals. Okay, and I always, of course, y'all know I encourage the journaling, especially with this Gemini moon in communication. This is the time, okay? So how about I say challenge yourself with one of this. Do all your rituals and the things that you're used to, but this is one that I felt like would be cool to try in this energy space. Write a letter to your future self. How about that? And get yourself in your peaceful state. Like I said, charge your crystals, cleanse your space, sage your space, burn your incense, do everything that gets you in your comfortable space where you're raising your frequencies higher. Okay. And light your candles. Okay. And write this letter. And you know what? Try a white candle, because white candles are for clarity and clearing the path. Blue candles are for communication, of course, and expressing your ideas and connection. And that's Gemini energy. So try that. And when you light the candles, write the letter to the version of you that exists 1 year from now. How about that? And let's talk about things that you are committed to doing right now during this full moon. And talk about and write what thoughts or habits that you are letting go of in this energy space at the ending and closing out this cycle of the year. Also write about how freeing yourself from the limitations and things that you've been allowing to hold you back. All right, write about that, and write about what you are going to make space for in your life going forward. The blessings that you want to see coming in, and then share how you're building the foundation for these amazing things that your future self will have achieved by this time next year. And then guess what? Congratulate yourself like these things have already come to pass. And when you finish the letter, seal it with gratitude and practice gratitude too. And put it somewhere, and then plan to open it next year in the Gemini full moon. That's December 4th, 2025. And just let this letter serve as a reminder of motivation for you guys, and the promises that you've made yourself, and use it to inspire and be motivated and stay committed to your intentions. And don't forget your affirmations. Peace and love, soul family. And I will see you guys with our collective reading in the next one. Okay. Peace.